So, boom! Let's fucking have it, guys. Just checking to see if the sound was working. A quick thing. Let's go. What we showing? Still no fucking Premier League. FA Cup. We've got FA Cup this weekend. It's something. Still misty. The kids have been all over them. They've been all over me glasses. Got one more day of work tomorrow. One more day. One more fogging day. And then we can have a rest. Cool, blimey. Back on it again next week. Cool, blimey. It's like 1 day rest, basically. You get a 1 day in the week, then you get another day in the week. That just doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way. So it's tough. It's tough that way. But anyway, what are we saying? Football. I mean, I'm talking about work, and these times footballers are working non-stop, but they also get paid, you know. They get paid a pretty penny. A fogging pretty penny. Tomorrow it is... Let me see who Coventry have replaced. We're saying Charlie, but fresh trim. Yeah, you know. Let me see Coventry. I want to check out Coventry because that's what they had Groikes, didn't they? So what have they replaced Mr. Groikes with? Let me see. This is mad, isn't it? Bassett, Rodriguez, Sakamoto, Sims, Wright, Mason Clark, Thomas Asante, and Patterson. But I don't know who starts for them. Let's see stats for Coventry. Top scorer is Wright. Was Wright even amongst the forwards? I'm not sure. Let me double check. Squad. Yes, right. The American. He's 27 years old, so he's no Groikes. Let me see. Let's see what they got in Patterson. Patterson's 33, 14 years old. Career. Let me see his career. This is interesting. Jamie Patterson starting off at Walsall. He's a striker, so he got no goals in his first 15 games. Then he got 3 goals in 36. Then he got 13 in 51, which is a better return. No assists. 12. And he got 1. Nottingham Forest come calling. He played for Nottingham Forest. 25 games, 1 goal, 3 assists. Then it was 2 goals. 2 games, no goals, 1 assist. Huddersfield came and bought him, so he's gone down lower. He scored 8 goals. Nottingham Forest bought him. He scored 1 goal. Nottingham Forest bought him back, so it must have been a loan deal. Then he sold to Bristol. He's never got more than 9 goals. Was his top for Swansea. Wow. Jamie Patterson. But he made it. He made it as a footballer. We'd love to know what his wage is. That'll be very interesting. Doesn't give you wage on there. But yeah, sorry guys, I'm giving you Division 1 football. But I just wanted to see what Coventry was saying. In fact, who is top of Division 1? Leeds, Sheffield United, joint on points. But blimey. How is this even possible? Leeds have a goal difference of plus 51 to Sheffield United's 25. And Sheffield, then you've got Burnley, who got 41. So Burnley should overtake Sheffield United at some point if they continue in this vein. But Leeds, the top player stats, all I want to see is the goal scorers. Only 17 goals has been scored. There's the top goal scorer from, how do you pronounce his name? Saz? He's Spanish. Saiz. How do I pronounce this? He's 24 years old. Could Arsenal take a risk? This is what I'm looking at, Charlie boy. No Prem football again, but City got a chance to secure a trip to Wembley against... What, is City still in the FA Cup? Hold on a minute. What are we saying? So tomorrow is Fulham, Crystal Palace, Brighton Forest in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. And then you've got Villa Preston, Bournemouth City. Wowza. That is going to be a mad FA Cup final, isn't it? What? Don't tell me Unai's going to win the FA Cup. Do not, please, Man City. Please, Man City. Either Man City, Fulham, or Forest I want for this cup. Not Villa. Imagine Villa win the FA Cup and the Champions League. Imagine that. Where's Villa in the league? 9th. So they need to win one of them trophies. But it's proper meaty, bruv. It's proper meaty. It is proper meaty. I don't understand what's happened. Who knocked Man United out? Was it Fulham? I don't get what's going on. So Arteta really could have won an FA Cup. Look how mad it is. Preston Villa, Bournemouth, Man City. It's not even exciting. Fulham Palace is the most exciting. Well, Brighton Forest is also quite a bit, to be fair. But blimey, the semi-finals could consist of Fulham Villa, Man City Forest, let's say. Which, okay, got to give it. That's not bad, actually, because it could be Forest Villa in the final. Could be Fulham City. Different is what we would call it. Different. Refreshing. Let's say refreshing. But is the FA Cup losing its magic? I mean, you only get, how much do you get now for winning the FA Cup? I've got it here. Hold on, bear with me, Charlie boy. There's only 2 people in the room. That might even be me and you. Hold on. How much do you get? You only get 3.9 million for winning the FA Cup. And you've got to play, 9 games, 8 games, and you get 97 million for winning that World Club Cup now. And you play 7 games. Poor fucking blimey. Champions League, you get 135 mil if you win it. But how many games do you play now? What is it? Was it 8 in the group stages, 9 in the group stages, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games. 16 games is 130, so half the Premier League almost. And the Premier League is 176 million if you win it. I want to know, they should have put the Coca-Cola Cup in there, really, just for a laugh, and Charity Shield. They should have put it in there. But it's quite staggering. The FA Cup needs to give you a bigger dish, really. It's got to be 10 mil. It's got to be 10 mil for the FA Cup. What's 3.9? Doesn't even get you a player these days. That's the thing. That prize money hasn't even gone up with inflation. The FA Cup hasn't, for sure. Because before, back in the day, I'm sure you could buy a player with it and go to Europe. You can't buy a player with that. That doesn't even cover man's wages these days. That's crazy. Football's moving. The FA Cup is losing its juice, boy. I'm telling you that now. It is losing its juice. Poor FA Cup. And these times, Arsenal won 14. Almost means nothing. Just like the Cup Winners' Cup. That's why we got to start winning some Champions fucking leagues. Got to start, man. This is dire. So what's the first Premier League game back? It's Tuesday night, so it's nice and early. Oh. So Tuesday night, we got Arsenal Fulham. Fog me. I'm hoping Fulham are knackered from their FA Cup game and Arsenal just come back fresh. Arsenal need to beat Fulham and get that. What's the last head-to-heads with Fulham? So 1-0, 2-1 Fulham, 2-2, 3-0 Arsenal, 2-1 Arsenal, 1-0 Fulham. Okay, so it feels like a Vera bogey team, but they're not really. But that might be under Silva, those last couple of draws, which makes the world of difference. Because if it is under Silva, then Silva's he's got our number. Is that my kids outside? I'm going to have to log off when the family get here. Or when I run out of juice, I can't find the charger anywhere. But it doesn't look like anyone's even in here, Charlie boy. It's just me and you, fella. FA Cup still holds the prestige, can turn a bad season. I hear you. It still has it. But in terms of the money and in terms of the teams that are left in it, it's been a weird season. Like everyone's crashing and burning. And it's weird that, because next season everyone's going to come back fresh as a daisy. But it's like you've had no break, really. I guess this day will have a little summer break as a comparison to the other years where there's been zero break. They had a World Cup in between season and the Euros straight after, and it just didn't stop, really. Been non-stop Olympics, that's been non-stop. So maybe this is the crash and burn. Finally peaked last season. This is it. So there'll be a new season, fresh season. This will be an anomaly and write it off as a as a write-off season for everyone but Liverpool. But Liverpool's write-off season will come next season. And then they won't win the league again for another 20, 30 years. I mean, I said it would happen. I said they wouldn't win it for another 30 years this time round, but obviously this little surprise has happened. Arteta does have blood on his hands in that case. If we're going to talk frank about it, if we're going to speak frank, he has blood on his hands. To be 12 points off, 9 games to go. I mean, it's scandalous, really. They've got plus 42 goal difference. We've got plus 29. Like, there's been no fight. We're closer to Forest than we are to Liverpool, and that is that we've drawn 10 fogging games. Only Brighton and Everton have drawn more. Only Brighton and Everton have drawn more. What we're saying for Trent going to Real Madrid, I think it's fantastic for Trent going to Real Madrid. He can now spray those balls that he was doing at Liverpool without the runners. Now he's going to have the runners. He's going to have 3 runners. So he can just spray that ball, and he's going to have Bellingham to spray the ball to. He's going to have Bellingham to even just link up with, and them two can just like really garner a fantastic relationship. And when it comes to international, they should shine. So Thomas Tuchel's he's going to have the pick of the bunch, really. I think Trent's going to be fantastic. He's going to shine. We're now going to see him shine, and we might even appreciate him more over here. And plus, you know, for years we want to see our exports, our imports go. Our ballers go out there and be the exports that we want them to be. Do you know what I mean? And develop and learn, and maybe come back with knowledge and cut. Because Trent and Jude could come back into the England setup via coaching later on in life and give their philosophy and ethoses that they've learned in Madrid. And do you know what I mean? Learn the Madrid way, and even if they're only there for 4 years apiece. You know what I mean? It's a great learning curve. It's a great experience, because any club they go to now is just downwards. So, but it's just like, yeah, it's interesting. If we're having our football, if we're taking our banter hat off and our rivalry hat, and we're just talking frank about football as journalists. Yaga, what are you saying, Jordan? JBR in the building. Gonna be looking like Beckham, and he could be looking like Beckham. Do you know what I mean? Might even grow his hair out, might even relax it and straighten it. Who knows? Get gassed, you know, with the Spanish favelas and paellas that he's gonna be eating, and you know what I mean. What's the topic? The topic right now is Trent. We're just talking about Trent. We're just talking about anything. It's Friday night, really, isn't it, Jordan? There's nothing to do, really. Stock market's down, football's down, money's down. What's the one? What do you mean, the one? The one. You're having a nightmare, fella. Abs, what you saying, Kundalini? Oh, what's up, Laka? What? You go win the FA Cup? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, Trent. Yeah, we're talking Trent, baby, right now. We're just talking anything because it's Friday. I've got no juice. I've got 13%. I have to lock off before that. Before it gets too low, I need to save this and make sure upload's cool. Blimey. I can't find the charger anywhere for the life of me. I might have to come back later. We need to get this thing monetized. I need to go ham. I need to get you more content, but it's hard to give you content when there's nothing to talk about. I mean, I could talk about... I see something that was very interesting. They're talking about how the tackling out of the game has disappeared. And it's funny because I was just looking at a video of Arsene Wenger talking about the freedom of the game, the freedom disappearing from the game. So on one hand, we've got the freedom disappearing. On the other hand, we've got no tackles being made, but we've got a lot of athleticism going on. Like, for me, someone done a video on comparing Conor Gallagher's shin pads to the shin pads of yesteryear. My man had like one of these baby wipe things like on his knee, like one of them sticky things on his knee, like that was the shin pad, and it was just like a little thing on the shin, like this, no more than that big. And my man was showing the shin pads back in the day that had the ankle protection, the big shin pad that come nearly up to the knee, and them thing there, like bomber ass Clark. When is the calling? The calling will be next week. We're gonna do a calling next week, 100%. When football's back on, I can't. There's no point now. There's nothing to talk about, innit? I'm just giving you Friday night chit chat. But I appreciate you, bro. If Madrid start using Valverde as a right back, Trent will struggle to get into right back. But how old is Valverde? I'm sure Valverde's bloody 30 something, bruv. Nah? Or am I guessing? La Liga. I'm sure I've got La Liga. Yeah, La Liga. Barca back on top. Real Madrid squad. Oh, Valverde. I was thinking of. I keep on getting confused between Valverde and Caldejar. How he pronounced the name. Valverde's a bad man, isn't it? And where's he from? Uruguay. He's actually a bad man. Where did he come from? Deportivo La Coruña. So he actually started off at Real Madrid. He's come from Real Madrid's ranks. So he come from Club Atletico, I guess, in Uruguay. Have they got any strikers? Let me see. Top goal scorers only got 2 goals. Maximo is 27. Maximo Silveira is 27. What's the league table saying in that league? Liverpool FC. So in the Uruguayan league, they've got another. They've got a team called Liverpool. What? Liverpool FC. They're Fonzaro Sporting, Plaza Colonia, Juventud de la Perez. This is crazy. They got River Plate. I thought River Plate were from Argentina. Uruguay. What am I? What have I always got it wrong? And River Plate has always been Uruguayan. How am I getting it twisted? Am I getting something wrong here? Has River Plate always been Uruguayan? Liverpool FC. This is blowing my mind. Who's top of the top goal scorer still? What? I don't know. Hold on. No. I need to go back to this Uruguayan league. This is actually quite fascinating. So it's not their top league, or is it? They have a Copa de Libertadores. Nah, no way. No way. River Plate. I thought River Plate are Argentinian. What is there? Another Euro? Is there 2 River Plates? I don't know. I need to go on Google. I don't know. Is Berta setting up Simeone to join? Ooh. You're the second person other than myself to think this. That's what I thought, Jay. Why not? No, Valverde, same age. Yeah, I was getting confused between him and Carvalho, if not younger. 26, so he's older than Trent, isn't he? I'm up for a call-in whenever I'm ready, baby. I think he was my first ever call-in, Kun. Trent will spend a year on the bench to get acclimatized. No, bro. Trent's going to shine in the Madrid team. That's what I think, Charlie boy. England play Jamaica, Nigeria, the friendly. It's going to be jokes. Absolute jokes. River Plate is Argentina. That's what I thought. But why are they in the Uruguayan league? I don't know what's going on. Argent. Club Atletico River Plate Argentina. That's what I thought. Oh, okay. Here we go, guys. I'm logging off until I get the charger. Over and out because the sign has come up. Over and out, lads. I'll see you later. Aye, aye.